So let me try to open the folder in VS Code. Whatever we done so far, that is okay, fine. Now, let me try to go with some other things in our HTML. Let's conclude our HTML today. Open folder and UI folder and open folder. So this is the folder and where you will be having a previous date is 22. Let me try to create a new folder for today's session. 24 by 10. 24 by 10. Inside 24 by 10, I'm creating the new file, something like notes. Okay, so today we will see some kind of forms in HTML. Forms in HTML. So very important topic. Forms in HTML. How to create a form and what is the importance of the form in the web. Form is important. Form is important for every website. Form is important for every website. Form create with the form tag. Okay, so form open, form close. Okay, so you can see form in websites, something like a sign-in form, something like a sign-up form, something like a registration form. It's a kind of thing. Okay, so user registration or ticket booking registration or movie ticket booking, whatever it may be, any kind of forms. If any website you are open, first of all, they are going to be a very much priority, a first priority. They are going to be taking your details, right? They are going to be asking your name, your phone number, something like that. So form is very, very important for each and every website. In that way, we try to create the forms in our HTML content using with the form tag. And one more thing, important thing, form need inputs. Form need inputs. Form need inputs. So something like this, form is open, form is closed. Inside this, we will be having input. So input is self-closure tag. Input is self-closure tag and inputs have different kind of types. Inputs have different kind of types. What are the different kind of types for the inputs we will be having? Input kind of text, input kind of password, input kind of radio button, input kind of checkbox, input kind of submit, input kind of reset, input kind of color, input kind of email, input kind of number, input kind of tell, input kind of date, input kind of date time. So like this, there are multiple kind of input types which are going to be available. Like this, there are multiple kind of input types which are going to be available. Everybody getting understand? What are the different kind of inputs we are trying to creating? So for example, guys, in the real time, in every website, whatever the website you are taking, every website need a form. It may be a sign-in form, it may be a registration form, it may be a sign-up form, whatever it may be. So whenever you open a website, first of all, they are actually showing a prompt box like this. They are asking your name, they are asking your email ID, they are asking your phone number kind of things. So whenever you enter the data, this data is going to be storing into their database. Whenever you submit your name, whenever you submit your email, this name and email or email and phone number is going to be submitting their database. They will contact you. They will contact you whatever. Or whenever you are opening something like sign in, you are working with Amazon, you are working with the Flipkart, you are working with the Myntra, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you go. First of all, registration is very important. Without registration, you cannot have the sign in kind of things. So in that way, we are trying to working on different forms. So forms have multiple inputs. So radio option, you have to select something like a gender selection, male, female, others. Check boxes, for example, I want to join for this course, data science course, blockchain course, artificial intelligence course. So for the website, course registration website, you can check the check marks. When you are selecting the different check boxes, this data is going to be submitting to the database of them. Okay, whenever you click on the submit button, the form is going to be signing up and form the data. Whatever the data you are giving as input, that data is going to be submitting to the database. Getting my point? Getting my point, guys? So please ping me in the chat box if you have any questions and queries. Let's go. Let's go with the small form. Let's go with the simple form, form.html. I'm trying to create in the simple form now, form.html, small form. Okay. So this is the simple form. Okay. So form should create with the form tag. I already told you, form is having the global level tag called form tag. Inside the form tag, we will be having inputs. Input type is type text. I am giving the placeholder. Placeholder is the attribute over there. Placeholder is equal to enter your name. Enter your name. Okay. This is the first input. I already told you inputs are self-closed tags. Inputs are self-closed tags. I already told you guys. And we are, then I'm trying to giving the one more input here. Input type password. Okay. Enter your username or enter username, something like this. For example, imagine this is the sign-in form. Imagine this is the sign-in form. Enter, type is password. Placeholder is enter password. Enter password. Okay. I'm giving small break here. Whenever I'm giving the break tag, I'm not giving the class break. This is the break tag. Break tag is actually line break. Break tag is something like line break. And finally, I want to submit my form. Whenever you want to submit your form, you have to go with the input type submit. Whenever you want to submit your form, you have to write one more input kind of submit, input type submit. Okay. So for kind of submit type, there is a attribute called value. Value is something like sign in. Value is something like sign in, and this is the self close tag. I already told you. That's it. And just refresh and run the browser. When you launch the browser, your browser is going to be having a small form. Your browser is going to be having a small form. Enter username, enter password, sign in. You can see some form is there here. You can see some form is there. Okay, look and feel is not good. I will arrange the look and feel for this. I will arrange a good style for the form. But first of all, a form was created. What my requirement is, I want to arrange this form center of the page. When you want to arrange the form center of the page, you have to keep your total form in the center tag. Center tag open, center tag close. You have to keep your total form in the center of the page. When you keep your total form in the center of the page, automatically your form should have center of the page. Okay, my form needs some heading. Something like this is sign in form. Okay, let's go. Before the form, I want to take some H3 and this is something like sign in. Okay, can you see this now? One H3, one heading is there, and that heading also have something like sign in form. Everybody got understand what I am doing now? So I am creating a form. Inside the form, I am taking three inputs. First input is type text. Second input is password. Okay, first input is take text. So input username is something like Srinivas. Password, whenever you try to enter the password, it should be hidden. That is something like dots coming. So without entering the username and password, don't sign in the form. Without entering the username and password, don't sign in. If you don't want to go for the sign in, you have to go with the one more attribute called a required attribute. Please provide a required attribute. What this required attribute is going to be working now. Without entering the username, without entering the password, submit will not work. Okay, I will tell you what is this validation is. I will tell you what is the validation. Refresh. If I click on sign in, what is happening, guys? If I click on sign in, what is happening? Please ping me in the chat box. What is happening now? Without entering the username, without entering the password, I am trying to click on sign in button. What is happening? It is actually validating your form, and it is telling me, please fill the field first. Please enter your username. Okay, after entering my username, I am trying to entering into the form. I am trying to clicking on sign in button. Oh my God, it is not actually entering into that. It is not submitting your data. Why it is not submitting the data? Password field is empty. If password field is empty, it is asking me, please fill the field. Without filling the field, I cannot go forward. Without filling the field, I cannot go forward. Okay, let me fill the field also. Okay, let me click on the sign in. Okay, now the form is submitting. Your data got taken. Srini 007 and password got taken, and it will submit to the particular API or particular URL. It is submitting to the database. Whenever you are entering the data, that data is going to be finally submitting to the database. Your data is going to be submitting to the database. Please mute yourself, guys. Your data finally is going to be submitting to the database. So in that way, you are trying to working with the simple sign-in form. I want to make a sign-in form look and feel good. Okay, some CSS you have to work out, but later we will discuss about the CSS part. I'm not going to be working on CSS right now. Later we will beautify the form. Later we will beautify the form. Until unless without having the CSS, I cannot enter into the part of CSS. You may confuse with the CSS. Okay, this is the simple sign-in form. Let me try to create a sign-up form now. Okay, sign up. What are the requirement fields for the sign up? Okay, sign-in form. I already created a sign-in form. So for sign-in form, what are the required things? For sign-in form, what are the required things? Username field, password field, sign-in. Username option, password option, and submit option. Submit option. These are the three options you have to give for the sign-in form. One more thing is sign up form. For sign up form, there are some requirements. Okay, tell me sign up form. Tell me sign up form requirements. Anybody please ping me in the chat box. Okay, Narana Garu, this is actually about form related things I'm telling. Form related inputs I'm telling. Okay, for sign up form, what are the different kind of inputs I want to take? Anybody? Sign up, sign up, sign up. First name, last name, email, phone number, and choose gender, choose gender, hmm. Choose course, choose gender, choose course, choose gender is there, choose course is there, and one more thing is yes, address field, is required, and one more thing, something like a comments. You can give some comments of you, and one more thing. Yeah, all these things are comes with. And one more thing I want to tell you here, and finally sign up. Before all these things, if you have already signed up previously, you can go with the sign in option, sign in connection. If you already registered user, you can go directly with the sign in option. But if you are not registered user, you have to choose your username. Choose username. Okay, so username and re-enter username. Re-enter username. Choose password. Choose password. Re-enter password. Sir, these are the different kind of fields you have to give. These are the different kind of fields you have to give for the sign up form. Whenever it is sign up form, there are a lot of options you have to fill up. Whenever it is sign up form, there are a lot of options you have to fill up. So let me tell you one simple thing. These number of things, if I am going to be populate one after another, it will go like a complex way. It will go like a complex way. So for this, what I can do is I am going to be dividing the total form into the different sections. The first section is name related section. Totally it is a form. Totally it is a form. So name related one section, contact details one section, gender one section, course details one section, comments and username password one section, and submit is another section. In this way, I am going to be dividing my form into the multiple sections. So form is going to be dividing into the sections, sir. Remember, how the form is going to be dividing into the sections? How the form is going to be dividing into the sections? We see practically. We see practically how the form is going to be dividing into the sections. We see practically now. Okay, let me create a sign up form, sign up form.html. Just try to observe carefully what I'm doing now. Sign up.html. Sign up.html. Just try to create a basic template. This is the basic template, and I'm trying to go with the sign up now. I'm trying to going with the sign up now. Just observe me what I am doing here. Just observe me what I'm doing here. First of all, I'm taking the center tag. First of all, I'm taking the center tag. And inside the center tag, first of all, form tag. Inside the form tag, I am taking a tag called field set. Field set is basically called section. Field set is basically called section. One section, first section. First section. First section is field set. But field set have one more important tag inside called a legend tag. Legend is the title of the field set. Okay, this is called name details. I want to fill up the name details. I want to fill up the name details in the first field set. First field set related to the name details. First field set in the form related to the name details. Okay, name. Okay, input, type, text. It is first of all placeholder. Enter your first name. Enter your first name. First name is the first input. First name is the first input. And one more input I want to take. Enter your last name. Enter your last name. Exactly. So for this particular form, I want to give the H3. This is something like a sign up form for sign up form, just sign up form. Let me see this one in the browser. How this in the browser look like? How this in browser look like? So name details. The one is a sign up form. So here in the sign up form, I have the two fields. One is the first name, one is the last name. Name details. Just enter the name details. That is one section. Can you see the section here? Your form dividing into the sections. This is the first section. And at the same time, I want to generate more and more sections like this. I want to generate more and more sections like this. Can I go with multiple sections now? Can I go with the multiple sections now? Right. So the first field set is over. Okay, let me take the second field set. I want to take the second field set. Second field set related to legend. Second field set is contact details. Contact details. The contact details, the first one, input, type, email, placeholder, enter your email ID. Enter your email ID. That's it. Enter your email ID. That's it. And one more thing, one more input and input type, tell is something like telephone number, placeholder, enter your contact. Enter your contact. That's all. That's all. That's all for the contact details. The first one is the name details. Second one is the contact details. Fine. One more field set. One more section. One more field set. One more section. This is something like gender details. Gender. Choose gender. Choose gender. Okay. Gender selection. Gender selection. Okay. For gender selection, inputs are there. First input type radio. Radio. And value is something like male, and the name is something like gender. So name and value are important attributes for the radio boxes, and this is related to the male related input. This is male related input. Okay, how many genders are there? How many genders are there? Common genders. How many genders are there for the form? Sir, I'm asking question. How many genders are there in the form? Two. Nanara garu. Total three genders. Male, female, others. Male, female, others. It may be a transgenders. It may be some different kind of things. Okay. So male, females, others. Okay. First of all, male. Male related value is male. Female related value is female. Name is common. Name is common. Only value is changing. Value is going to be submitting to the database. Value only submitting to the database. Remember. So that is the reason value should be different. Name should be common. Now let me see the browser. Let me see the browser. Your browser is going to be having three sections now. The first section is name related details. Name related details. Second section is contact related details. Third section is gender related details it is taking. Can you see? If you select the male, female is not selecting. If you select others, male and female is not selecting. Any one of the radio button should be selected. Any one of the radio buttons should be selected. Don't select all the radio buttons. It is not allowing me. It is not allowing me to select all the radio buttons at the same time. It is not possible actually. So mute yourself. It is not possible basically. Getting Shravani, Kishore, Nana Rao, Shivani, Sumarshni. This is the way you have to remember the things. Okay. Let us go. Let us go and try to go with some other things, some other sections. Let me go with one more section in the form. One more field set. One more field set. This field set is related to the username. This field set is related to the username. So let me take input, type text, placeholder is enter username. Enter username, whatever the username you are preferring, like, and re-enter the username. Second one is re-enter the username. Re-enter username. So username details completely taken. And one more field set required, that is related to the password. Legend is create username. Can I say like create username? Create username. Can I say like create password? Create password. Yeah. So for this input type is basically password. Input type password. And placeholder is enter password. Enter password. Okay. And one more thing is re-enter password. One more thing is re-enter password. Right. So username is available, password. So if user is not sign up, if user is already sign up, he can go with the sign in form. If user is not sign in, they can go with the sign up form. Okay. Next, one more field set I can go. One more field set. And here in this field set, legend is okay. So can I go with the sign process? Sign process. Sign process is something like you can go with the sign up and you can go with the sign in both. Here I can give two things. Yeah, save password. Automatically checkbox, you can go with the save password kind of thing. Okay, so here sign in process, I will be having two inputs. Let me go with the first input. Input type submit. Input type submit. And value is sign in. Sorry, sign up. If user is already sign in, input type something like button you can take. Input type button you can take, and value is sign in. And for this, I can connect with the sign in form, form.html. Form.html should be go with hyperlink here, ahref form.html. He can connect directly for the form.html if user is already there. Okay, so I can take this one here and keep here like this. And inside the hyperlink, we will be having the input here. That is kind of button. When you click on sign in button, automatically it will go to the sign in process. Okay, let's see how the thing is going to be happening. Okay, so user is going to be trying to connecting with the sign up now. But before sign up, he already entered the data previously. Directly he can go with the sign in process. Okay, directly sign in form is coming. If he is not sign in, if he don't have the sign up previously, he going to go with the sign up option. But sign up option, name, last name, email, contact, and this username, this is taking from the cache actually. So you can clear the cache automatically. This is previously the values got saved, right? That is the why reason it is taking the previous values. You can re-enter the values, all those things. Okay. One thing I want to do first of all, and this is required. This is required, and this one also required. So what are the required fields? You have to remember. This is the required, and this is the required. By filling the form, when you clicking on sign up, some validation is going to be working on. For that, I am giving some required attribute over there. Required required. Everything is required. Here also required, and here also required. Right, that's all. Okay, so finally, this is the form, and user clicking on sign up. Whenever he clicking on sign up, first of all, it is asking the first name Srini, and clicking on sign up, it is asking the last name. Clicking on sign up, enter the email ID. If email ID is wrong, it will not go forward. Definitely, you have to enter the proper email ID, otherwise it will not go forward. Even 004 is not allowing. You have to enter something like @ symbols, a dot symbols, all these things, then only it will go forward. Contact number it is asking, so I'm just providing the contact number also. Okay, so after that, I'm trying to clicking on sign up. Username is asking, so username is something like Srini007. Okay, so re-enter username also there, and re-enter password is also there. If you don't enter re-enter password, so it will not go forward. So password matching, username matching, all these things we can write in the JavaScript. Later we will write in the JavaScript. Okay, select the mail option and done. Okay, so after entering the data, I want to make the reset kind of thing. If you want to reset the form, you can do the reset also. So I'm just giving the reset option. Input type reset here. Type reset. And for this reset, I can go like value. Value is reset. Reset the form. When you click on the reset option, you can go with the reset. Okay, so after this, I will go with the one more field set. This field set is something like legend. Let me give the legend for this. Choose course. Choose course. Okay, so we are trying to providing multiple courses for him. For example, I am going to be providing the data science course. If I am providing the data science course, data science, for that input type checkbox. Checkbox value is DS. Value is something like DS. DS is data science. This is the first option. Okay, so I am trying to giving him. There are multiple courses I am trying to providing him. Okay, the first course is data science, second course is AI, so third course is something. So just give the name changes and all, and automatically how this thing is going to be working like. And there is a one more option. You can go with others also. When you can go with others, other courses, others. Let me give the others also. For others, what I am doing is I will go with the select option. There is a tag called a select tag. You can go with the select tag. For select tag, we will be having a lot of options. Options you can provide. Options only he want to learn Python, he can learn Python. And only he want to learn Java, he can learn Java. Only he want to learn C language, he can learn C language. So like that, we can provide the multiple options to him. So we will provide multiple options to him. Only Python he want, only Java he want, only C language he want, only C++ he want. Okay, so just I'm giving a small form for this, just like this. Okay, just refresh the form. Refresh the form. You can see. Choose the course. He can choose the data science. He can choose the different multiple options. Okay, multiple checkboxes he may select. Multiple options he may select. Why? Because we have to give the option to him. Select the multiple courses. But in the case of the gender selection, only one gender could be selected. In the case of gender selection, only one gender need to select. In the case of checkboxes, multiple checkboxes he can select. He can able to select multiple checkboxes like this. He can select multiple checkboxes like this. Okay, he can go with the drop-down option. He can go with the selection of Java. Suppose, for example, some small courses, other courses, mini courses. Okay, mini course, you want to go with the Java and C++, or mini course, you want to select Python and Java. So like this, you can create your form. Suppose, for example, I'm entering the data. So here, name I'm entering, contact details I'm entering, a lot of things I'm selecting. When you click on reset button, what is happening when you click on reset button? When you click on reset button, the form is actually empty. When you click on the reset button, the total form is empty now. Why? Because your total form is resetting. Now, when you click on the sign in option, it is going to the sign in form. Come back. It is actually navigating to the sign in form by choosing the hyperlink. We are actually providing one hyperlink for that. Remember, guys. See, HTML is very simple. The only thing is you have to do practice. HTML is very simple. Only the thing is you have to do practice. That is the only thing. Everybody got understand what I'm doing here? Everybody got understand what I'm doing here? Any questions, any queries over there? Any questions, any queries over there? Anita, Shravani, Zunek, Kishore, Nanarao, Shivani, Subharshni, Sumaharshni, sorry, Sumaharshni. HTML is very comfortable, very simple. You can do practice well. You can follow W3 schools, or you can follow my channel, or you can follow our YouTube channel, VHS YouTube channel. Okay. By practice, you will be getting a lot of questions, lot of things. You practice multiple ways of forms. You take multiple websites. You take Instagram website. You take a Facebook website. You can take a IRCTC website. You can take a Book My Show website. You can go Redbus website. You will be finding different forms. You try to work out with the different forms using with HTML. Don't go with the CSS right now. Don't go with the styling kind of thing. Don't go with the decoration kind of thing right now. Okay, after entering into the CSS, your HTML could be stylish. Your HTML will be beautiful. How your HTML is getting beautified, how your HTML is getting like stylish by giving the CSS. After giving the HTML and CSS, how you make your application functional. For example, I want to prepare a calculator application. I want to prepare a weather report application. I want to prepare a dashboard kind of application. How you can prepare your application functional part. The functional part can be done with the JavaScript. By finishing the JavaScript, you may understand the total end-to-end procedures. Okay, so you can practice multiple examples. For example, if you open a website, any website, suppose Google, I'm trying to open google.com. Okay, sample HTML forms. You can just try to sample HTML forms. Okay, so just to search for this, you will be having multiple websites. Okay, so HubSpotBlog.com. This is giving 46 best examples HTML form templates. Can you see? So please take the code. Please try to take the code and execute one by one. So login is there, contact is there, sign up is there, survey is there, payment is there, miscellaneous is there. How many forms which are going to be available? But these forms are actually beautiful. Why? Because of they given already CSS for this. But our form is very simple. Our form is only HTML. So this form, you can see the code pen form validation. Can you see how the form is look like good? How your form is look like good? Using by the CSS colors, arrangements, alignments, all these things will come. See how many examples are there. If you have the time, if you sit on the laptop, you eat your time with your practices. Eat your time with your practices. Automatically, you can learn something. Automatically, you can do something. At least you can go with the W3 schools. W3 schools also giving some simple forms like this. So after my session, you may practice any number of examples, and you can able to understand multiple examples and multiple source codes also. If you are finding a lot of source codes in the ChatGPT also, if you are opening the ChatGPT, you can find multiple source codes. You may understand, or you can able to understand how the things are going to be happening with. Am I clear, guys? Am I clear, guys? Yes, box sizes, all these things we will cover under the CSS, Nana Rao sir. We'll have CSS classes coming CSS class. We have to start the CSS in the coming classes. Okay, please do practice multiple HTML codes, source codes, and I'll upload the recorded session. Please do practice well. Bye for now. See you. Signing off.